Welcome to the Random Knowledge Enthusiast podcast, the podcast where we dive into the fascinating corners of history, science, culture, and the unexplained intersections between them. I am your host, Daniel, and as always, I am here to satisfy your curiosity and tickle your brain cells with the magic of learning. This show is for all you trivia buffs, lifelong learners, and lovers of fascinating tales. Today we're going to delve into a topic that's quite sweet. And no, I'm not just talking metaphorically here. It's a substance that's been prized since ancient times, a golden elixir that's not only been used as a culinary delight but also a healing agent. This is the story of honey. Yes, honey, that sweet, sticky stuff that you drizzle on your morning toast, mix into your cup of tea, or do something else with it. But there's much more to honey than meets the eye. It has a rich history that spans thousands of years across civilizations, cultures, and continent. It's been traded, stolen, worshipped, and even used as currency. But the history of honey is not just a tale of culinary use. It is a story of medicine and healing. From the tombs of ancient Egypt to the battlefields of World War II, honey has been used to treat all sorts of ailments, wounds, and diseases. So buckle up, fellow knowledge enthusiasts, as we embark on the fascinating journey through time, exploring the sweet world of honey and its remarkable medical uses. So let's get started. Honey is a sweet substance produced by bees. It has been an integral part of human history, culture, and medicine for years. This golden elixir, derived from the nectar of flowering plants, has been used as a food, a preserving agent, a medical aid, and even a form of currency. We will delve into the rich histories of honey, its production, and its diverse applications through time. Honey's immense value was recognized early in human history. It quickly became a significant commodity for trade. Ancient civilizations, including Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, traded honey on local, regional, and even international scales. Honey was often exchanged for other valuable goods, from spices to precious metals. For instance, in the 11th century, German peasants paid their feudal lords in honey and beeswax. Alongside its value for trade, honey also attracted thieves. Honey theft was such a common crime in medieval Europe that apiaries were routinely guarded, and punishments for stealing honey were particularly severe. The sweet allure of honey was often too tempting to resist, leading to many tales of honey heists throughout history. The reverence of honey extended beyond its culinary and medical uses, making its way into religious practices and beliefs. In ancient Egyptian religions, honey was considered the divine substance and was used in offerings to the gods. Bees, as producers of this golden elixir, were often associated with deities and were symbols of productivity and purity. Similarly, in ancient Greek mythology, honey was frequently referred to as the nectar of the gods, reflecting its high regard. It played a significant role in religious rituals and ceremonies and was often used as offerings in temples. In some cultures, honey wasn't just a commodity or a sacred offering. It also served as a form of currency. In early medieval times, honey was sometimes used to pay taxes or debts. Its consistent demand and relative ease of storage made honey a viable form of currency, particularly in regions where beekeeping was prevalent. Adding these dimensions to honey's history paints a fuller picture of its significance throughout human history. Whether traded, stolen, worshipped, or used as currency, honey's influence extends far beyond its practical uses, intertwining with the economic, religious, and cultural fabric of societies across time and geography. Honey production begins with bees gathering nectar from flowering plants. This nectar, once collected, is mixed with enzymes within the bee's body and subsequently deposited into the honeycomb, where it undergoes a process of evaporation, transforming it into the thick, viscous substance we know as honey. This process has been beautifully synchronized over millions of years of evolution between bees and flowering plants. Humans have harvested honey for millennia, with ancient rock paintings depicting honey collection dating back as far as 8,000 years. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks and Romans mastered the art of apiculture, or beekeeping, refining honey extraction techniques that are still in use today. Honey's primary use throughout history has been as a food source. Its natural sweetness makes it a much sought-after commodity when sugar was a rare luxury. Ancient Egyptians used honey in baking, while Romans used it to sweeten their wine. In medieval times, honey was used to make mead, a fermented beverage that is still enjoyed today. Honey's antimicrobial properties, a result of low moisture content and acidic pH, have also made an effective preserving agent. Ancient Egyptians have used honey in the mummification process, and cultures worldwide have used it to preserve fruits, meats, and other perishables. Perhaps one of the most remarkable aspects of honey history has been use as a medical aid. The ancient Egyptians, recognizing honey's healing properties, used it to treat wounds and various ailments. It was a common ingredient in over 500 of their medical prescriptions. The ancient Greeks also acknowledged honey's healing properties. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, frequently used honey in his treatments, prescribing it for everything from eye diseases to infectious wounds. In more recent history, during World War I and II, honey was used as a wound dressing to prevent infection and promote healing. Today, medical-grade honey is used in modern hospitals to treat burns and wounds resistant to conventional techniques. The antimicrobial properties of honey, largely due to the enzyme glucose oxidase that bees add to the nectar, make it an effective inhibiting agent for the growth of bacteria. Its viscous nature also creates a protective barrier, preventing further contamination of wounds. Additionally, honey maintains a moist wound environment that promotes healing. One of the most unexpected uses of honey in history comes from ancient warfare, specifically from hetaplites of ancient Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. They reported use of honey as a bioweapon, a practice that later became known as mad honey poisoning. The hetaplites used a specific type of honey called mad honey, which was made from bees of the type that collected nectar from the rhododendron flowers. This honey contains grey-anotoxins, which can cause hallucinations, nausea, seizures in large quantities, and even death. In a notable instance around 401 BC, during the Persian invasion of Greece, the hetaplites left pots of mad honey along the path of the invading Persian army. The Persian soldiers, unaware of the honey's toxic effects, consumed it. As a result, they began to experience the debilitating effects of grey toxins, making them easy targets. This tactic allowed the vastly outnumbered hetaplites to defeat the disorientated and weakened Persian forces. The use of honey as a bioweapon in ancient warfare is quite unexpected, considering the usual application and association of honey with healing, food and preservation. It's a fascinating example of the diverse applications of honey throughout history, even if it is a tad horrific. From the beehives to our breakfast tables, the history of honey is a fascinating tale of symbiosis, survival, and sweetness. It is a testimony to the remarkable journey of a natural product that has served humanity in countless ways, as a food, preserving agent, medical aid, and weapon of war. As we continue to discover more about the therapeutic potential, honey's story is far from over. This golden elixir will undoubtedly continue to play a significant role in human health and culture for years to come. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Please share and subscribe and spread the word, and let's all enjoy our learning together.